Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Terry with Gateway to Counseling. Welcome to the Ask Terry Show. We have a guest today. We are running a little bit late this morning. We flew in last night from LA and did not get here until, hold on a second. Did not get here until after 1 in the morning. So we've had quite a bit going on. So this is Mariah. Say hello, Mariah. Gotta talk louder.
Oh, hi.
So, Mariah and I were discussing on the plane last night, her actually coming on the show, and a topic that she wanted to discuss with us today. Mariah is, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, Mariah? Tell them how old you are, what school you go to.
Well, I'm 13. Next year, I'm going to... Sorry. Next year, I'm going to, I forgot what this
George?
George
Middle School. Yeah, George Middle School. Yes, so she's transitioning for next year, guys. So, Mariah, we were talking on the plane last night, and you had a topic that you wanted us to discuss today to help parents. Go ahead and introduce it.
How to, help your kid, get them through from them coming out.
Okay. Go ahead. Like what?
Being gay or...
Yeah. Okay. So, what she's talking about is that... stop. You're twisting all around. So, what she's actually talking about, guys, is that in her experiences, there are kids that are her age, maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger, who are actually gay, they're lesbians, and they're having a hard time coming out to their family members, right? And so, Mariah, can you tell me a little bit about what kids go through when they're struggling with this?
Well, what kids go through, they feel like their parents are not, gonna accept them, or, some parents don't believe in that. And, it's just a hard time for them because they're, at this age, everybody's trying to find out who they are and what they want to be in life. And even though, even whenever you're a grown-up, you're still trying to find out who you are and what do you want to be in life and stuff. You're still trying to figure out.
Okay, so what Mariah is saying here is that, we all know this, right? We're adults, and we start around the age of 12, 13, trying to figure things out, trying to fit in. When you're in the 6th grade, I think, is when it really starts to happen, maybe even in the 5th grade, and you start to go through these experiences of trying to figure out, who am I? Where do I fit in? How do I be true to myself? My parents, I'm feeling like I'm attracted to the same sex. Guys, I can tell you that I've worked with children as young as 5 years old, and they're already feeling like they're in the wrong body. I remember a little boy who was already dressing in women's clothes at the age of, 5 or 6. So by the time I started working with him, he was around 7 or 8. So I now have someone at my door. We have a lot going on today. My contractor is early. Mariah, can you continue to talk, please? I'll be right back, guys.
Talk?
Yes, continue.
Okay, so yeah, and, I don't know.
Okay, sorry, guys. I had to let my contractor in. So, give me just a few, okay? All right, so basically, guys, we know that some parents, we've gotten a whole lot better than when I was younger. Nowadays, parents can better accept their children if they are gay, if they are lesbian, attracted to the same sex. We now have a better understanding of it. But there are still parents who don't want to accept that. For example, a father who has a son who's gay, who wanted him to be a basketball player or a football player. Not to say that you can't be those things if you're gay, But if you have, I've walked into school, Mariah. I don't know if you see this at any of your schools so far, but especially in the high schools, you have boys wearing purses and wearing lipstick and wearing purses and things like that. And they're wearing more feminine clothes. Do you see that at school?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. I see it in the high schools. And, you know, a father maybe doesn't want that for their child, right? Or maybe you have a mother who is really based in the church and based in the Bible, and they don't want those kind of things for their children. So, Mariah, why don't you talk for us about what children actually go through when they are in that crossword of not being accepted? Hold on, guys. It's just been a busy morning. It's been a morning after the holidays, right? Go ahead.
Well, they feel like, I know this one girl, I was in a play, right? And I was with older kids, like 7th graders and 8th graders. And she was in 8th grade, and she told her parents that she was gay. And she was like, my parents don't really like me since I told them that I was gay. And she used to like tell me these stories that she ran away a couple of times. She ran away with somebody that's 18-year-old and stuff.
So at least 5 years older than her.
Yeah. And it's just like she went through a lot and stuff. And she's still having that problem where she's thinking that her parents don't really like love her like that.
Okay. And Mariah, you spoke to me yesterday about when kids are going through this, they actually start to feel depressed.
Yeah.
And they feel suicidal. She just talked about this one little girl running away. And guys, we live in a really bad society nowadays where there's sex trafficking, and you run away, you can be taken to India, you can be taken to Mexico, you can be taken anywhere to be a sex slave. So, or right here in Houston, you can be forced into sex trafficking. So we don't want them running away like that. Oh, dear me. Okay, guys. So we don't really want all of that going on for our young children. So, Mariah, in your opinion, we're going to wrap this up pretty quick, guys, because we have so much going on this morning. Mariah, what do you think parents can do to help their children through this?
Well, I don't really know, but what do I think?
Yeah, if your friend was going through this, what would you want to tell their parents they can do to help her?
Well, I guess like talk and like see how the kid's feeling, and then you like suggest your opinion to the kid, and then y'all like work things out.
Okay, all right. So I can see that playing out. So if my daughter was to come to me and say, "Hey, Mom, I'm 14 years old. I think I'm gay," you know, I would probably. Well, I'm a very accepting person, but let's say that I'm not. Let's say that I'm really focused on what the Bible says, and I believe wholeheartedly that the Bible is saying that you can't be gay. So I would have to express my opinion about that, but then say, okay, but you're my daughter. This is how I feel. This is how you feel. I love you. I don't know how we're going to get through this, but we're going to get through this together because I love you. We can't forget the love, guys. We can't make that person feel isolated by themselves. I mean, their first foundation of self-esteem is within the home, right? So if you're not accepting them, how in the world do they expect anyone else to accept them, right? So that's why kids sometimes go out there and create their own new families. So make sure that you have a good family at home so that they don't end up running away, being suicidal, being depressed, getting on drugs because they can't handle it. We know that there's a high suicide rate and a high drug use rate among those who are homosexual. So we're going to end this now, guys, because we have so much going on and I have someone waiting for me. What I do want to tell you is I want to thank Mariah for coming on the show today, for being brave enough to be on camera with us today. And I also want to let you know that if you or your adolescent is going through this, we actually, guys, start working with kids as young as 15 through our online counseling program. We're having some success with that too, so we're really excited about it. So if you need anything, please, anytime, anywhere, we are here for you. We're bringing peace, joy, love, and light into the lives of millions with affordable online counseling. Only $49 a session. We do take Medicaid. We do take insurance companies, Cigna, Blue Cross, all of that. So if you need us, we're just a click away. Talk to you guys tomorrow for the full show. Bye-bye.